Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I'm gonna do this is 32 week baby vlog. I hope that's right. When I post it, I'll have to put it in the upper bar. It's so confusing. Oh, no, 33, because this is my 34th week, so 33. I confuse myself over these weeks so much. People ask me and I'm like, I don't know, I just have 4 weeks left. That's what I tell them. So 33 week baby vlog. This week was considerably better than last week. Last week's video, I was like this really bad point where I was like desperate almost because I was not sleeping and I was having these pains, and it's just so different from my daughter's pregnancy. My daughter went easy on me as far as physically, being able to carry her and stuff. She was a lot easier. She was a lot easier. This one is a little bit more rambunctious, a little bit more, I just know that he's going to have a very different personality. My daughter was very, very independent and did not like to be messed with from the beginning. They tell you swaddle babies, they love it. She hated to be swaddled. She hated to have her hands, constrained, pulled in close to her body. When they swaddle you, they kind of tuck their arms in. She hated that. She hated being if you were holding her and you were snuggling, she didn't like that either. She liked her space, and she always liked to just kind of do her own thing. And that's the kind of person she is now. She's very, very independent. If I wasn't here, she'd probably be happier for it because I control too much, of her ways or being. So I know that this one is going to be a little different than that. I think he's going to be a little bit more needy. Now, I'm not complaining. My daughter was never needy. I never felt like if I wasn't there, she was going to freak out, oh, it's just mommy, she's just there. But that's also part of being a secure, attached child is you're comfortable in your environments, and, your parents come and go. She's fine with that. I really do not feel that this baby is going to be that way. I think he is going to be a little bit more needy than she was, which is good because there were times with my daughter where I would sit down and cry to my husband because I would tell him I feel like she doesn't need me. I mean, even as a infant, as a 3-month or 6-month-old infant, she just always wanted to be on the floor, with tummy time, or on her back, or, just in a chair by herself, sitting down in a bouncer in the swing. She never liked to be carried, and she hated when, my dad would try to hold her, or any of my, my mother, my sister. She just did not like to be carried or held. Now, she's come around and, she wants me to carry her now that I can't, and she wants everyone to carry her, my dad, and she'll go with everyone. But at the beginning, it was like she just kind of ignored people. She didn't really, whatever, you're no one special. So I really do think this will be different this time around. At least I think I'll be needed a little bit more, so I'll probably complain about being too needed. Anyhow, so like I said, this one's a little different. The night before last, I did not sleep at all. The last time that I saw on my clock, because I have a clock next to my bed on my nightstand, the last time that I remember recognizing was 4:45 a.m. And we had gone to bed. I started going to bed, later and later because I would wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I was awake until 5, and then I'd finally go to sleep. So I started going to bed later and later, went to bed at 11, fell asleep, woke up at 1. And I remember registering 1:10 on my clock, and then it was like 2:30, and then 3:05, and then 4:45. And that was the last time I remember. So I know I fell asleep in between then and when my alarm clock went off at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I got a little bit of sleep. But that particular night, I did not sleep because this baby was in my stomach doing some really weird stuff. He was rolling around. I don't know what, but it was kind of all going, all kinds of ways, and I just could not. It was so distracting. I could not get myself to settle down and go to sleep. Then on the side, he kept poking something. I don't know, what he's got in there, but he was poking it out. So my belly kept, like this, and it was hurting. So I'm not sure what he was doing, if that was a leg or foot or an arm or what, but it was poking out of my stomach and it really hurt. So today, all I felt, no, that was yesterday, all I felt was like bruised. I felt like my stomach had been beaten, like punched by, like a punching bag. It was weird. I felt very, very bruised up. Really, really weird. So last night at about 10, I took a Benadryl because, yeah, it knocks me out ordinarily. I didn't need the antihistamine, but I needed the sleep. So I took a Benadryl, knocked me out. I slept the entire night, comfortably. Like, I can't complain. I slept the entire night, woke up this morning, and I feel great. So it helped me get at least, one night of sleep. I don't know if I can take a Benadryl every night just to knock myself out, but it did work. And I did read that it is safe. It is one of the medications that my doctor recommends as a sleep aid if you need one. But I think I'm going to talk to her about something else because, like I said, I've got a good 4 or 5 weeks left, and I don't know how much sleep-deprived nights I can take because then I record videos like last week's where I complain the whole time. So that's that. Aside from that, we have our nursery almost all the way together. I'm waiting on the decals that I bought but that were not there, somebody had used. Waiting on those because I took them back to Babies R Us and they don't have any more. So I'm waiting on an order that I have placed with that and some baby clothes and stuff. I've got a lot of baby clothes that I've bought in the last week. It's a little embarrassing, but I can do a haul on that. I don't know if you guys even care to see, baby haul, but I'll do a haul on that. We bought Eva some new spring clothes too. She needed shorts and some short sleeve shirts because she's got a lot of long sleeves from the winter and she had nothing but blue jeans and pants. So we had to get her some springy, warm clothes and 2 dresses that she loves. So I've got that I can do a haul on. Aside from that, once I get the decals up, I will do a nursery, tour. Just keep in mind, it's a nursery, but it's also my daughter's room. Selfishly, we do not want to give up our extra bedrooms for very selfish reasons. Just one's an office, and we use one to work out in, so it's got workout equipment and all that stuff, and it's just very selfish. So we thought we would just keep the kids together in one room. It ends up being more their playroom anyway, because Eva still sleeps in our bedroom. And my son, more than likely, I never put Eva in a room by herself as an infant, so I don't plan on doing that this time. So while his clothes and everything will be in that bedroom, his bassinet will be in my bedroom. And Eva's bed is, in our room too. So not complaining. It's just a little while, they grow up and Eva will want her own room. And then we'll have to move some stuff around and create separate bedrooms for both of them. But I think for now, they're fine like that. And then when I do move Eva into her bedroom, along with my son, hopefully we can get bunk beds or something and they can still keep the same room for a little while, at least. So yeah, we're very selfish. We decided just to keep the kids in one area. And not spread them yet. So there's that. I will do a belly shot for you guys so you guys can see how ginormous I'm becoming. Let me see. Sorry, I'm not planning on taking this off, so I've got bra straps. Okay, here is the belly. It's kind of, there. Weird thing is we go out to eat dinner, and I see people that I know or old, friends or whatever, and I will do this to look smaller. I catch myself breathing in, oh, I'm not that big. It's the weirdest thing. And then I'm like, I don't need to do that because either way I'm pregnant and it doesn't matter, but I just always catch myself kind of sucking it in. Wish I could do that for my arms because they've kind of chunked up. Anyhow, so here is my belly. That's the front. He's like right here and he's sideways like this. So that's why I'm not too big. But there's my little bump. And underneath, can you see that? There's my back. Really, really lucky so far. I don't have any stretch marks that I can complain about. I didn't get them with my daughter, but I don't have any either. But I do religiously moisturize. So that might be a reason why I don't have any. So, but like I said, he was poking something out from over here, like out, that was really hurting. And my belly button, depending on how he moves, 'cause this is his head, I can feel it right here. And his booty's over here. Depending on how he moves around, this will go in or it will pop out. But that's how it is. So there's the belly at 33 weeks. And I hope y'all enjoyed that. I apologize for my vlog last time for complaining so badly. I was so sleep deprived that I was emotionally drained. So thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.